Tatuapé News de hoje recebe o pesquisador da Universidade de Viena, Hans Soelkner. First, thank you very much for this interview.
I'm very happy.
Okay. And I'd like to know more about your work there.
In Vienna, my work, I'm a professor of animal breeding and genetics at the university, Life Science University in Vienna. It's the only place where you can study agriculture in Austria. And the recent period of time, I've concentrated a lot on using genomic data. So we are not producing any genomic data. We are statistically oriented, and we are able to use the data the best way. Or that's what I train myself and my students to make. And also I'm very close with the Austrian breeding organizations, mostly dairy cattle, Simmental or Fleckvieh cattle. And in addition, I'm working quite a lot in developing countries, mostly in Africa, trying to implement breeding programs, for example, in Ethiopia. So this is my kind of overall background.
And are you close the Professor Fernando here in Brazil?
Yes. Fernando was working for the Atomic Energy Agency for a while in Vienna. So the offices there was in Vienna, and then we got in touch. He was coming to my university quite frequently, not to forget the basic statistical things in animal breeding, and that's how our relationship started, and now we have a very, very good collaboration. I've come here for the SIBO Genome Consortium, being a member of this consortium that Fernando is leading, and it's my third time now. I was here in 2011, 2012, and now 2013. And I will come back again in September for a summer school. So lots of close collaboration, and we share 2 PhD students very, very closely.
It's good. Do you know, I think it's good because you are sharing this information with other students in the other countries. How do you think about it? It's good?
Absolutely. I like it very much. It's also very good in our collaboration that we are on equal state. We are optimally, how do you say this word? We have different background, and so it's complementary very much so, and that's very good because he's a vet by profession, I'm an animal scientist by profession, but we have very similar views about things, and that's going very well.
Okay, and how are the works, these researches with genomic applied in beef cattle in Europe?
I think we are roughly at the same level as we are here in Brazil. So there's no advancement in Europe over Brazil right now. Brazil is in the situation that they can implement genomic selection. What we have done in dairy cattle, we have implemented, for example, in my country, we have implemented routinely last year in 2011, almost 2 years ago. But beef cattle is a bit more complicated because the apparent gain is smaller because the young bulls, you have performance about the bull itself, which you don't have in dairy cattle, where you have to wait for the daughters of the bulls.
Okay.
But it's, I think it will be starting, for example, in France. France is the most, to my mind, the most active country in Europe trying to implement genomic selection in beef cattle.
So the breeders, they are using this technology there? Yeah.
So in Austria...
And is it expensive there or not?
Well, I feel it's not expensive, and I think so. It has created a big hype in Europe, and people are very happy with it. So that it's changed the structure of animal breeding, or cattle breeding, sorry, I have to say. But people are happy about this change because they see also more progress.
So they have a lot of gains there.
Yeah, that's what we see already, and that's the good thing.
Okay, and how do you see the genomics benefits to the Brazilian Nelore?
As I tried to explain, in beef cattle, the benefit is over the conventional system is not as big as in dairy cattle, because you get information about the bull itself, about the growth of the bull itself, which in dairy cattle you have to wait for the daughters of the bull. So it is, the benefit is relatively smaller, but it's still huge. So just because it's not as big as in dairy cattle, it's still very, very big. And it's important, and that's my main message to Brazilian Nelore breeders, is it's getting better if they join information from different breeding programs. So that's the key, to me, the key issue.
Thank you very much for
You're
this
welcome.
interview.
Okay.